Salute, salute, salute to God the Most High. And one time, and that's for everybody. I got to leave that there, and we got to give God His two salutes. So two salutes to the God. Um, I'm gonna need lots of time for this. I started my platform out by exposing things like this. So salute, shout out, and big ups. You know what I'm saying? To Papa Duck for like being right on time and being like so intelligent, man. You know what I mean? Being so man, this man has a higher perspective. Anyways, I know y'all see the title. I know the church ain't doing the people like this. Let's check it out. Y'all go over there and subscribe to Papa Duck.
People, we got to do way better than this. And require donations per year. Peterson says she was told the fees help pay off church debt.
What church charge you to, help pay off what they're going through? I'm not there for that.
And many seem to be agreeing with Peterson, taking to the church's Facebook page to voice their concerns. A church administrator acknowledged the letter came from them. They also told us the pastor was unavailable. We still left several messages and have not heard back. In the meantime, Peterson is searching for a new church.
It's like you put me like, oh, if you want to be a member of the church, you need to pay this.
Or if you want to find God.
Yeah, if you want to find God. That don't say anything about that in the Bible.
And again, that was our Cameron Poland reporting. Peterson, meanwhile, says she has no plans to reach out to the church, and the pastor still has not responded to our calls.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck back with another video. And listen, if you just saw what I just...
Now, before I let him get into his dialogue, the church admitted that they sent this paperwork. When did Jesus ever send people paperwork? Never. When did Jesus ever send someone an invoice and say, this is what you need to be a Christian? This is what you need for me to give you my ministry. This is what you need to get to heaven. This is what God requires. And then she says she's looking for another church. Let me help you, sister. You're looking for another cult. You know, I'm not trying to offend nobody, but I always tell people, I'd rather not go to church unless I'm looking for a demon. Because to me, that's where all the demons are. That's where all the demons play. Not all, but some of the most evilest, most wicked, most, satanic people you'll ever meet. The most egregious people you'll ever meet in life. The majority of them are packed at the church. And it's a hustle. I've been standing on that now for forever. I believe that church is entertainment. It's a hustle. All right. But let's get into Papa Doc. This ain't about me. This brother, y'all. Let's go.
Just showed you, you already know what we about to get into. Listen, before we get into this video, remember one thing, right? A robber gonna run away and a con man gonna walk away. You understand me? And it's crazy that churches will say you have to pay $50, right? And I understand the church need money to, to operate, but we can come up with a better system. You don't have to go to your congregation with people who already don't have none, who already relying on hope and wishes and say, hey, give me this or God don't love you. We need to come up with a system. There's already too many churches in one city. They let you know right now, man, something ain't right. We can put all our money together.
Now, I want to make a point right there. I've always exemplified that too. The fact that there's so many churches, especially in black neighborhoods. There's churches like on every block. So, I guess they're trying to say us black people are either very religious or we really need God. But the way I see it is religion. How can I put it? Spirituality is natural. It's your soul. Religion, it's in any book you choose to pick up for your denomination of faith or belief. Spirituality can't be taught. Religion can. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And that's my opinion. I believe that we're all born spiritual. No one has to tell you what's right, what's wrong, because we have a conscience and we have God inside of us. But someone can teach you how to be religious, or they can tell you what to believe and what not to believe. And people actually pass laws based on this, telling you what you can believe and what you can't believe. I don't want to get into that now, but...
Right? Put it in the church. The church, get a business. Go get a business. Let that business pay the church so that it can operate properly. Not go get money from people who already ain't got no money. Like, come on, man. We got to come up with a better. This whole world is not built around, the betterment of poor people any goddamn way. Everything is against poor people. Everything is against black people. And everything is against all people who don't operate with the ones at the top. Now let's go over this whole thing one more time. Now I'm going to show y'all this, right? And I want you to look at this and see, is this right? How do you feel about, a church mandating this to its congregation? Look at this. Now check this out. Look at this. It says minimum $50 per month, right?
Wow.
Then look at this. The
They
assessments
even make
for
you pay for the
Mount
youth.
Moriah, they currently is $150. The assessment for the church anniversary is $250. Now look at the youth. Even the little ones got to pay $5 a month. The assessment for Mount Moriah's day currently for the little ones is $15. Then the anniversary is $15. That's crazy.
Wow. A church.
That's crazy, bro.
A church, man. I thought God said give the first 10% of your increase. Did you see that? 150, 250, $15 here. What? God don't need our. God invented my. Huh? What happened to In God We Trust? I thought for the love of money was truly the root of all evil. If that Bible passage is true, then what does it say about these prosperity churches, the prosperity gospel, and these hustlers in the pulpit? They're evil. It's the love of money. I can't believe that. Brother, speak. Wow. Church is crooked, man.
They even got the youth paying $5 a month. Like, come on, bro. I understand churches need money to function. But golly, bro. Y'all have gotten millions and nothing has changed.
Nothing.
Okay? Now, I will say this. The smaller the church, the better the church. These big old cathedrals you see, these motherfuckers making millions of dollars, bro. I don't believe in that, homie. I don't see so many.
Now, Papa Duck, I rock with you. But I think you're wrong when it comes to these smaller churches. Because everybody can't afford the big churches. You got to start somewhere. So, from my experience, I've seen the smaller churches hustle harder than the big churches. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because they're trying to get enough funds and enough clout and enough loans, enough revenue, enough capital to get those big churches, those big cathedrals. So they're hustling the people even more nowadays. The small churches are hustling people even more than the big churches because they're trying to get where the big churches are.
That's true.
Every day a small church is trying to grow their congregation. Invite this person, invite that person, family and friends day. You know why? The more people show up, the bigger that offering is going to be when they pass that tray around.
Yep.
And these smaller churches will tell you, I've been in too many small churches who will tell you, don't come up here with no 20s. Don't come up here with no 10s, no 5s, 50s or better. We trying to get something going here. We're trying to build something. We looking for a blessing. This might be my light bill money. This might be, $100 into my grocery bill. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This could be the maintenance for my vehicle. This could be for the doctor right here. And I'm giving it to you, and all you're going to sell me is hope and faith and prosperity. I'm giving you something, and all you're going to give me in return is what they call sowing a seed. You're going to promise me something. So if my life starts going better, it's because I gave to you. It's not because God chose to bless me because I'm of good faith, a good conscience. I'm out here. Faith without works is dead. I'm putting in the work. You know what I mean? Now you want to make it look like because I've given you my last, this is why I'm being blessed. Okay, well, let's say my truck break down. That truck might be the least of my worries. Like I said, what if I got some health stuff going on? What if I can't pay my rent or something? You think I'm going to opt to fix that truck over paying my rent? So I don't need God to bless me with a mechanic. I need God to bless me with funds where I can pay my rent. But maybe if I wouldn't have gave you these funds, I might have would have been able to pay my rent. I mean, I just look at it from this brainwash, man.
Pastors, right? No matter what color they are, brag about all the acres they got. Oh, God just gonna bless y'all. Some of you motherfuckers got planes. And what they'll teach you is, oh God, they'll tell you all this slave shit. Turn the other cheek. Love thy enemy. How can I love someone who can't love me back? That's why I say common sense just ain't so common, bro. Yeah. I'm not one of them ones, dog. I respect all, but you ain't finna get me with that bullshit. It just ain't gonna happen with me, bro. That's it. I know the Most High exists, but that what they trying to sell us? Nah, bro. I'm over that. I've seen preachers brag about their planes, about their big mansions, and all the money they make. And you got people sleeping on the bridges, homie. Mm-hmm. You got people who ain't got nothing, and all they doing coming to you and telling you, "Oh, you got to give," or this.
That's something to think about. How these pastors got all this money, but you got homeless people sleeping around your community. If the government aren't doing for the people and can't bail the people out, shouldn't the church be doing it? What better place than the church? Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff we put on the government for help and for aid, we should be redirecting to these so-called churches. We should.
Don't happen. You got. Let me tell you something. Most of these churches, bro, won't help you with your light bills. Won't help you when you need. You know what I'm saying? You can't come to them for nothing. And you got people, most people that's in the church, they are pimps, dog. Let's keep that shit a buck. They pimps, bro. They can look you right in your eye and they know you scared. Oh, you scared. All they gotta do is say a couple words and you shook. Man, what you shook for? Man, God gave you common sense, man. You better start using it, bro. Mm-hmm. All that, you got to pay this, you got to pay that, or God don't love you. How the fuck another motherfucker gonna tell you your relationship with you and God? It just blows my mind, dog. I've seen people who I know, and atheists, don't even believe in God, got more than you. Mm-hmm. And the first thing you gonna say, it ain't about this, and it ain't about that. And if it ain't all about that, why the fuck they want it? Mm-hmm. If it ain't about the money, if it ain't about having this and having it, why they want it so bad? Mm-hmm. Man, start using your head, dog. Start using your head. Because it's getting ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. Half of these people won't even, bro. You got people been going to church and giving churches money for years and they can't get nothing back from it. Put your comments on the bottom of this video if this has happened to you. Like I be trying to tell y'all, we here to learn from each other. Put it on the bottom, put them in the video. What's your experiences with churches, bro? Because nothing till today has worked for people, bro. Nothing. You can pray all you want. You can go to church all you want, bro. If you don't get up, use your common sense, right? And move accordingly, respectfully. You know right from wrong. You don't need no book to tell you right from wrong. See, spirituality is in your essence. Okay? Religion is in a book. This is the same book that they say, love thy master. Why would you want to follow someone who would tell you, I made them as masters and I made you as a slave too?
And do you remember when I was doing the Bible studying and I ran across all that slavery in the Bible and they was talking about God's law and what God said. And I was like, what God would agree to this? What God would put people in this oppression? What God would put people through this persecution? What God would put people through this judgment of people who are equal to them? What God would say, you own them, go to the corners of this land and collect them and use them for slaves and break their teeth and kill them, and you can have their women and you, what God? Because all of this stuff is in the Bible. I've showed it to you. Mm-hmm. I've done videos on it. If you don't believe me, Google the 30 most, what was it? The 30 most something verses in the Bible pertaining to slavery. Google that. Google slavery in the Bible. It'll tell you what you need to know. It'll tell you what you need to know. And read it. Read it. So what he's saying has a point because people do change things. People change things. I'm not saying God ain't real because I don't felt God. I move in the spirit and the likeness of the man who created me, God the Father himself. I'm not perfect, no. But you can't tell me God don't exist. You can't tell me that there is not something divine about the Father. You know what I'm saying? But never have I ever entertained the fact that someone would tell you who God really is to make you the powerful person God intended for you to be. If they want to use you as a pawn or a slave or what, why would someone restore your strength? They're not going to introduce you to your absolute power. You know, it takes me back to the story of what was that? The Nat Turner story. It was called The Birth of a Nation. When they found out he can read, you know, all the slaves were in fear. This little boy. Exterminate this little boy, excuse me. They were gonna unalive him. But yet they brought him in the house, took him from his parents, made him a house aide, for a better choice of words, showed him an extravagant, magnificent, colossal collection of books on a bookshelf. I'm talking encyclopedias, I'm talking dictionaries, I'm talking thesauruses, I'm talking, you know what I'm saying, geography, everything, biologies, everything. And he went to reach for a dictionary on encyclopedia, and she goes, "No, no, no, this book is for you." And she handed him the Holy Bible. I know God exists, but I know God just isn't in 66 books of a Bible. That's religion. Spirituality is the very thing that God put in us, our conscience. It's our ability to know right from wrong. It's our ability to know that we're supposed to be serving Him and Him only. If there's only one God, how does the Bible introduce a master? If you say that you are the one and only true God and you are a very jealous God and everything else is idolatry, then how does the Bible introduce slave masters? Love thy neighbor as you love yourself, but it's okay to travel to these corners of the earth and collect these people and enslave them. Speak, brother. I didn't mean to get into all of that, but these are, man.
Follow that master. That should tell you man wrote this shit for their benefit. You cannot make me think no other way. Bro, don't be scared, bro. God ain't gonna punish you because he gave you common sense and you using it. Don't make sense. So you mean tell me God say I supposed to obey him? And he made all of us. You cannot, as a slave, you cannot worship the same God that your slave master worships. It don't make sense. Tear up your...
I'm going to do another take on this.
If you believe...
Okay, I'm going to have to do another take on this. I'm going to let him finish his thought real quick. And we're going to start from this stopping point on the next video. We're just going to jump right back in.
See that, and you go for that. That means by default, you're a fool. By default. That's all that means. God gave you common sense, man. You better use it.
Let's leave that there. All right, we're going to revisit this, man. Y'all leave your thoughts in the comment box. You know what I mean? Leave your opinions in the comment box. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one with your higher power. Believe it or not, man, there's only one God, man. And God is real, man. God is real. Y'all stay prayed us, stay blessed us, stay meditated us, stay protected, stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut, be inspired, be great.
Be you.
Ashe, kings and queens, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen.